In 8th grade math class one day, the teacher called me up. She called on different people, and I was one of them. Hal, come up to the board and work problem number 7 in the book. So I went up to the chalkboard, took my book, I wrote down the problem. I don't remember the problem. I'm sure it was a simple problem. But my mind went blank. I was a little nervous. I just went blank. And I stood there and I stared at that problem. And my math teacher said, "What's the matter, Hal? Can't you work that problem?" Her name was Ms. Mills. I said, "Yes, ma'am, I can. Just give me a minute." She became impatient. She said, "Joan, would you come up here and show Hal how to work this problem?" Now, Joan was this snooty little straight A, smart as a whip, never cracked a book, made A's in everything, teacher's pet, and knew it. Joan comes sashaying up to the front of the room, takes that chalk, works that problem, lays the chalk down, turns around and smiles. Miss Mills said, "Now, why do you think Hal couldn't work that problem?" And Joan said, "Because he's stupid." Well, everybody in the class just burst out laughing at me. And I'm like humiliated. And my teacher said, "I'm inclined to agree with you, Joan. Go sit down, Hal." So I went back and sat down, and I began to ask myself this question: why am I so stupid? Why am I so stupid? What is wrong with me? Why couldn't I work that simple little problem? What is wrong with me? Now, that instance of standing up in front of the class and being humiliated and laughed at stuck with me for many, many years. I mean, the thought of getting up in front of a group of people and talking was horrifying. It was paralyzing. Knowing me now, you would never believe I was that person. But what if instead of asking myself, why am I so stupid? What if I had asked another question? What if I had asked, why are they so stupid? What if I had asked, what's wrong with them? Why don't they understand how intelligent? Why don't they understand that that little incident up there had absolutely nothing in the world to do with my intelligence? Why don't they realize that I'm as smart as that? As a matter of fact, I'm smarter than most of them. What can I do to make them understand how intelligent I am? How can I take this little goof up and turn it into a positive situation for me and them? What if I had asked those questions? Elmo would have answered them. And that would have been the information that I worked off of over those next few years instead of the information I did work off of, which was, why am I so stupid? So you have to be very careful about the questions you ask.